What's going on? I haven't done these for a while. Um, I want to go over chop. I want to go over fake outs and just what I'm looking at with where SPY's currently at. So we had this level that was, it couldn't break, right? Whatever this level is, it doesn't matter what the price is. But I actually had it down here because these wicks don't matter. Wicks establish range, but you really need to get some candle bodies within that range and start to build up, which didn't take place until here. We actually got over it end of day, I believe. Yeah, that Friday. It was Friday. And then what I didn't want to happen was another fake out, right? I didn't want this to happen again, which kind of happened here, right? So, pretty cool to see that happen. You could do this, I guess. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize this. We didn't quite get there. Let me see if I move this up. Yeah, you might be able to say that. I'm going to leave that up for now. Um, okay, so my point is though, now we have this new like range. Let me get this candle body. Maybe to like here, right? So, I really don't like this range. And here's another like zone I was looking at. Okay. Let's go to here. There we go. So this is a intraday level, not after hours. Intraday level, not after hours. We went here. We got into some puts not long after open, and my goal was to come down to previous day high, candle body though, and then this level here. All right, which kind of see how it's been touched multiple times. Okay, another level here. Look at that. We bounced off. We lost it. We rejected it. We rejected it. We lost it instantly. I honestly thought we would do this, something like this, but we haven't. So, until we get above it and do that, like, here or something, we have to play it opposite. We have to play it like it's going to be rejected, okay? Because it just was. Look, this was rejected, and then that was calls all day. But look at those flashes down, right? This is a 65-minute chart. That's an hour going down, hour, right? And then you have these um, wedges right there. We played calls there, and we played calls here. And on this day, we played calls too. Because you just start to build, right? You make that base and you start to build. Okay, let's get rid of those. Let's go to a time frame we look at more frequently than the 65-minute. That's like top-down analysis, they call it, where you go from macro to micro, look at the larger trends, and come down. So today, we did calls from here because we were making this flag. We actually had two flags today. We had this flag, which retested and came back up, which was nice. You could say this. Anyway, but do you see how I have this range here? I was like, until we're out of this range substantially, until we do a flip on the supply resistance flip like here, we didn't flip, right? We lost this flag right away. Let's see what happened here. Came down up here, went back to the top of the range. We actually did calls that day too. We got out here and I was like, hold up. Like, are we going to hold it? And we went down. This really scared me. Um, and do you see this level here? Look, see right there? Kind of like did a flip on the double bottom. right off that level. But it's still been chop, is my point. It's still been chop. I haven't really traded SPY too much, maybe one per day or none per day. So I really just am sick of this range. When you look at today, though, let's just look at today, kind of what the market gave us for today. We never got out of this range, this 542 and a half to this blue line here, I guess you could say, but really 545 and a half. We had like, okay, if here's 545 and a half, look at how much of the candle was above it, like none. So extend right, and let's make it like white. Okay, so the first 15-minute candle went there, and then we rejected it, and then at the end of the day, we rejected it again. I actually did puts right here. I thought we would roll down. We did calls from here though, which was nice. And those are just lottos at the end of the day. I'm not going big. I'm getting like 2 contracts, maybe 4. So anyway, but yeah, so here is the day, right? And let's take this off and kind of zero in on what's going on. Go to the 5 as well. Go to the 5. Okay. So we took puts on this lower high right here. Okay, let me see if there's any pre-market for that. I said I was in puts up to pre-market low right here. All right. Let me see. Do I have the exact time on that? I'm scrolling. Tesla 641. So I was actually in right here, and I said I want pre-market low, which was here. So we got pre-market low, right about here, and then we got in again here on this other like pre-market level. That was in the main chat. I don't believe I alerted that again. Um, but yeah, it was obviously a big drop. So when this day is starting, you have this. The first pattern I drew was this though. I just drew candle body, candle body. Actually, before that, it was here. And then the candle body broke. So it was like this channel. We broke below, got out. Yes, I'm moving it a little bit, but it's not going to be perfect. Yeah, it was that. Anyway, so eventually I was drawing this broadening, falling broadening. And I saw some of the members get into calls once we put in a double bottom. Okay, put in a double bottom. Look at this fake out. Right under that level. Boom. So we put in a double bottom, and then you start to see a bull flag, like right here. See how this starts to bull flag? This is a bull flag, but it made right here. It couldn't get past the level it just made. Okay, so if you see a big candle drop, that is a level. Okay, let me make it white so it's like obvious. We drop from there. We drop from there. I would mark this too, just because that's a big. You want to mark when it happens too. Yes, it dropped from here, but look at that. I mean, maybe this is more important because it's really just continuing and there's no big wick there. So anyway, I'll leave it for now. Ooh, look at this. Like I was making that zone. See, you bounce and go here. This happened. And then this happen. Okay, so that is a SR flip, or yeah, this support becomes resistance, and as you see here, it happened again. Right here, sorry, right there, and then over here. This is a pretty tough day to trade because it's flipping back and forth. So right here, you reject this spot for the third time. 1, 2, 3. Let me draw the third one. Not as dramatic though, right? Almost, we're like, are we going to double top here? We just double bottomed, and we push through. You could try to look for hints on volume. If you get a high volume sell-off bar, look at that. Let's just look at volume real fast, okay? So we have big volume bar. Now right here, we have kind of like lower volume, okay? So high volume and low volume are both notable. High volume, we reversed up, and low volume, we reversed up, okay? If volume is flat, that usually means nothing. Like we're just going to continue, right? Because you're not pressing the gas pedal in either direction. Now, volume is not always reliable, but I'm just looking right here. Look at this little sell-off, lowering volume. So it's like you're going to go higher. Right here, lowering volume. From here to here was a little bit of an uptick, but you have lowering volume here, higher, rising volume, and then big sell volume. This I'm surprised we didn't drop after this one, because you kind of have lower volume here and this big bar. Like I said, it's not 100% reliable. You just say, okay, volume's rising there. Let's see what happens here. If this continues, we're going to get a reversal, right? Now that didn't really happen here, although this volume is bigger than this volume. The biggest thing you want to look at with volume is this. Do we get a big volume bar with a big candle? Or do we get a small candle bar with a small volume? All right. If they match, they're both small or they're both big. It's tough to gain insight on. Now, if you do have a big sell candle with big volume here, that usually leads to reversal because there's nobody left to sell these positions. Okay. And what's really tough about this is you're on the 5-minute chart, you reverse right away. Okay. And now if you get this VOMI type action where you sell, flush, like see how we got this big sell and then like this size is double, right? Let me see. Short position. Yeah. Just from here to here. Oops. Sorry. I'm getting on so many tangents here. I'm just real excited to talk. See how it's like double? Look, I just push copy paste. Second one. It's more than double. It's like freaking triple. So when it increases in candle size like that, you want to get out. Like if you're day trading, that means you're in very tight, 1 day expiration, same day. That means you're shooting up a lot in the percentage gain and get out. And here it's still 7:15 a.m., less than an hour into the market. Now, if you held this put through all this to here, you are going to be profitable, but you will not be as profitable here as if you sold here. Okay, and I'm talking about buying anywhere before this. The reason being is because of this. Time, yeah, date range. Okay, so from here to here is 40 minutes of theta. That's like an hour of theta, and you went to the exact same spot. You would have to go lower. You would have to go to like down more just to make up for that theta. whatever 40 minutes is in up and down in price action. I don't know what that exactly would be, but it cannot be the same because, like I said, you lost 40 minutes of price action. That's number one. Number two, anytime price goes up and then down like that, even if it comes down to the exact same spot, you're going to lose value because of the options formula, okay? It just decays it to go up and then down, okay? The reason being is because you spent all of, like, let's say this much time with a cheaper delta, okay? So the delta part of the option, which is what indicates how much the value of the premium goes up or down, it's lower here. It's like $5 bill, $2 bill, $1 bill, right? And then it's like $20 bill, $50 bill. It's going up in value, right? It needs to spend more time down here. And clearly it didn't spend that much time here. Now, here's the thing that's like very key. This big sell bar, volatility is the biggest piece of options, the biggest piece. You are going to get way more here than here because look, you pit stop here and look at this retrace on the 5 minute. You came all the way up here to retest this bar here. Sorry, I need to use this arrow. Okay, right here. You went down, you went up. The only way to get it back is if you came all the way maybe like down here or here, like another 50 cents in a straight shot candle, in a flush candle, a big body candle. They call it a Marubozu candle with no wicks. Just this wick up here takes away premium. Going up green, 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 you're like, holy crap, are we going to continue this bull flag? Remember I said this was bull flagging? This bull flag failed. Okay? I thought we were going to bull flag up. I didn't say, hey, get calls. We had to clear this, but I shouldn't have thought that because of the rule of threes. 1, 2, 3. You have to clear the third one. If it doesn't, you're going down. And when I say clear, that means it comes out and retests. Okay? So it had to do this, and this. And it could even be here, but you're going to retest that line, and then this is where you would get it. I would actually get in here. I wouldn't even get in there. It's too close, right? Because we've seen it where it just comes back down in. All right, but anyway, sorry. I don't even know what I'm going to title this because I'm just going over 50,000 things. Now, you get out here, dude. What are you holding for? You think you're going to keep flushing all day? You're probably not going to do that, okay? These freaking zones are like magnets, okay? Why did it take me back freaking 50 years? So, what are the odds that you are going to be in a trade when that zone breaks? Probably low, because it broke last Monday, so it's been a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, shoot. Another week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It broke here, okay, last Monday. I just said to someone today, remember last Monday? We got that nice push up, and it was chop ever since. We had puts the very next day. Look at Friday. How am I skipping days? Oh, there we go, because Tuesday was choppy. We did push up, but look how we came all the way back down right here. We came all the way back down right here, okay? It was very choppy. It went up. This is a rising wedge. We came all the way down. It was not fun. We did make money on those puts, but I'm saying it wasn't fun for bulls because of the retrace. So here we came all the way back down to this zone, which I just said acts like a magnet, came back up. I thought we would continue up, just like we did here. All right, we curled up. It's like, okay, we're going to continue up the next day like this. I thought we would do that same here. There was another place we did that. I think it was right here. Anyway, I talked about it in the first part of the video. We gapped down, and this is really sucky Friday. Horrible. Gapped up freaking Monday. Man, that was tough. Where's the next Monday, though? Hold on. I got to find... Yeah. So this Monday, we took calls all the way up. and then puts all the way down. That was a lot of movement that day. That was beautiful. So, okay. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Definitely a tough day to trade. Okay, if you had any sort of greed, you got smacked on runners or full position if you held it. Okay, let's talk about a fake out. All right, let's just kind of take the pathway here. Candlesticks are very important, but it's very important to have direction as well. Okay, so let me make this white, yellow. It's perfect. All right, so we start to get this diamondback pattern. If you look at a diamondback rattlesnake, it's going back and forth on its back here. Um, this is the most important level of the day. This 577, I'm sorry, 545 to 544.75 area. Okay, because of the biggest drop of the day took place there. So when we came here and members were in calls, we did this zigzag here, right, from lows, did the same zigzag. I was like, you need to get out here. And we were actually right here, and I was like, take profits, take profits, take profits, because I didn't want us to flush back down to here, okay? We could have just gone back down to the bottom of the day. Look at this. There has to be a gap here. There has to be, because we went through it once, up twice, 3, 4 times. Anyway, and then we bounced off it here at the end of the day. So here we were going up and down, up and down. All right. This is, to me, what's very important. Look at the part of the day, and let me just get those candle bodies there. I don't care about that little one. Look at the part of the day that was spent above this range, okay? And then below this range. So you have like a zone within a zone. Let me just do the candle bodies. You have pop before the drop. Look at that drop. Dip before the rip. This is like not fun trading here, okay? It really isn't. You want this to happen. Some sort of like off of there, something like that. None of that happened. So it's like, hey, I'm in calls, 5, 10, 7, 8 minutes. I'm out. Couldn't make a new high a day, which this high a day would have been my exit anyway. There's no way I'm holding for that. Even if we went to here, even if we went to this 546, it's like I'm out because of this same principle I'm talking about, this liquidity sweep principle, which is like you make a new high and then everybody gets out. The reason for that is because there are more people that say I'm in calls to the high a day than that say if we get a new high a day, I'm in calls. Traders are just smarter now. During COVID, you could get in at the new high a day and ride up to the next level. It hasn't been like that for several years now. So this is tough, right? We have this back and forth pattern, high, low. Let's go to Tesla. I want to show what happened with Tesla, kind of the same thing. All right, so don't worry about volume. Similar like pattern here. Okay. Have this this triangle that broke out, symmetrical triangle bull flag thing. Now, let's let's make our zone. We have a new high. New high a day, we need to bounce off, okay? We went from this 210, 211, made a new high, went $3, came down. You already know what I'm going to do. We need to do this, and we get in here. That lost came all the way down to like the apex of the triangle, almost all the way down to the penny. Came back up, okay? So the same thing happened on SPY that happened on Tesla, where you make a new high, go low. Actually, Tesla made a new high, SPY did not. Yeah, so I'm never in this first move up, ever. I'm always in the retest, okay? If you don't wait for the retest, you will be exit money for everybody that got into calls right here. Everybody in here is like, I'm in calls, we make a new high, I'm going to start to exit. I'm out. People definitely start buying. Obviously, that's why price starts going up. People add to their positions. They roll here. They go, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in. As soon as they're out, they instantly roll to a higher strike. But then that wears off, probably because SPY was doing the same thing. But yeah, you want to wait for the retest. This is the biggest thing here. Okay. And there just wasn't enough room for a down trade, in my opinion. Um, you could start to short this new high a day, like where I'm in this box, but to me, it's not worth it unless you break down here. As soon as this spot fails, this is where like you would start to get short, but you really need to see a fail of the previous breakout, which is here, okay, which we didn't fail yet. So something like right there, I'd be like, all right, it works the same way in reverse, right? I am in puts if we lose that level and retest it. If not, it's the same situation to the upside, okay? You're playing a breakout without it retesting, and you become exit liquidity for bears, and you wick back up. That's what happened with bears right here. So anyway, that's what happened today, and let's get it tomorrow, man. Love you guys. Bye.